Dum. Perfect. Shit. Okay, dang it. Alright, I'm just gonna go with it. Alright guys, hey, what's up? It's me, Nick. I actually never introduced myself in any of the videos. My name's Nick. I am the host of VS Apps. So, I'm gonna address my previous video, which was about the Nexus. It was kind of a rant video, like this is going to be a little bit. And I decided I really like ranting on my phone and just posting the raw video, and I felt like it was really personal and it was really a cool thing to do, so I'm going to keep doing that. The whole core of my channel isn't ready yet, the app reviews and such. I'm still having difficulty getting a camera, as well as a lot of other things. I'm working that out right now though. As for the Nexus issue, as you guys probably already know, the Nexus 6 is real, and the Nexus 6 is a gigantic phone. But rightfully so. Think about it. Big displays mean big amounts of media use. Where are you probably going to use media? Probably in Google's ecosystem. And you know what? It also makes sense because Google bought Motorola, and then they made the Moto X. So I'm sure they kind of liked the design of the Moto X in the first place, which is probably why it was just taken and blown up into a big phablet. Also, if you know, like, there are so many devices now with a 5-inch display. I think they really wanted the Nexus, the new Nexus, to stand out. The Nexus 6, of course. Now, I was wrong about my theory. Kind of makes me sad, but I'm not too bothered by it. However, the one thing I am a little bothered by is the price of the Nexus 6. Now, it's a reasonable price for what you're getting. Think about it. It's got, quad HD, a huge display at 805, 3 gigs. I mean, it's like a 1+1 on steroids. But a 1+1 is $300. A Nexus 6, $650. That's really weird and strange and foreign to me, and it makes me feel kind of weird on the inside because the Nexus device has always been, in that mid-range tier, but, they weren't making profit on a mid-range tier phone, especially when they were selling them to the Play Store cheaper than they were to carriers. However, this new Nexus 6 looks carrier-friendly, which is really smart. That's how they're going to get it to consumers. And I think this Nexus is really, really oriented towards consumers. It has to be, because when people go and buy phones, they buy at a carrier store. A lot of people still do it that way. A lot of people don't buy online and go to the Google Play Store. They go to the carrier and they're like, oh, it's due for my upgrade. And then they could be like, oh, look at this Nexus 6. It's probably the best phone we have here. Instead of always giving you a Galaxy S5 every single time you go to a carrier store. It's really cool. I'm not too bothered by it. I'm kind of sad that I will probably go on contract to get one of these devices. Maybe later. Right now I'm still sticking with Republic Wireless, which I will talk about in another video. It's okay. It is what it is. What really excites me is the Nexus 9 tablet. That thing looks beautiful. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for a Android tablet with a 4:3 aspect ratio. It just feels so good in the hand, and you hold it, and the weight balances out, and it looks really nice. And those front-facing speakers everything looks beautiful on that tablet. And that NVIDIA Tegra K1, it's a chip I'm really excited about. 64-bit Android, I'm excited to see, especially on L with Android runtime. I'm really excited for the tablet. And my favorite part about it is they have a first-party keyboard case. That's really cool. It made it a productive tablet, and it's first party, so it's gonna work, and it's gonna look just as good as the tablet. Oh, the Nexus player too. That's probably just, in my opinion, a Chromecast on steroids, but it still really excites me because the controller, it brings Android gaming to what is possibly a TV or a monitor, which is, I've always really wanted to do that with a emulator. If you guys have ever heard of Cool N64, it's a Nintendo 64 emulator. I play Smash Bros on it, and I would have loved to just emulate that and have controllers for every one of my friends and play all those old games. All of them accessible for ROM sites everywhere. And there's Dolphin Emulator, which does the same thing with the GameCube. It's really, really, really cool. But altogether, the whole Nexus thing, I'm really excited about. I want to know your guys' opinions. Let's see, what are you more interested in, the Nexus 6 or the Nexus 9? Do you think the Nexus 6 is too expensive? Do you think it's fairly priced? Just leave it in the comment section below. This is one of my rant videos. You'll continue to see these for a while. And as always, if you really like this video, subscribe and like. Thank you. Oh, really quickly, let me show you what I constructed in order to have the camera look at me now. It's a little hanger with some duct tape. That's how we do it. Alright, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.